Hello and welcome, my name is Parky and today I am playing some Spore. We are back again after finishing my main series of my Carnivore playthrough where we got to episode 30 in the space stage, and today, just for the sake of completion on my channel, I have so far completed a Herbivore and a Carnivore playthrough. Now, in my first playthrough of Spore I wanted to try to do a Omnivore playthrough, but it sort of went a bit wrong and it turned into a Herbivore run. However, this time I'm going to stick to my guns and I'm actually going to play an Omnivore. Just again, I say for the sake of completion. People are going to continuously ask me for this until I do it, so here it is, so stop asking. Dear God. Okay, so here we go. We're going to start a new game, and before people ask, we are going to start from the cell stage and go up to space stage, perhaps do a couple of episodes on space stage, but we're not going to be doing a full-length space stage playthrough, unless people really want it, but it's going to be fairly similar to my Carnivore one. So if you want to see me playing my Carnivore and space stage, then I'll put a link in the description, I suppose. But what we're going to do is we're going to start off as a Herbivore. We're not going to theme this on anything. We're just going to theme it on ourselves. Well, not ourselves literally. That'd be a bit weird, wouldn't it? Oh yes, I have tentacles and 2 eyes. Very like me. Name my planet. Okay, well we've had Deadly Pakistan. What was the other one? Alright, well this is Omnistan. There we go. Omnistan? Yeah, whatever, that's fine. Omnistan. Dear God. Here we go. An epic beginning of epic proportions. Everything is so epic. Dear God. So yes, this time I'm not sure really what theme I'm going to base my character on, my creature. However, I'm going to do my best to try and make it as themed as possible to what you guys have asked for in the past that I haven't done yet. Actually, this is a really pretty looking planet. It's very green and aqua blue. Kind of reminds me of Earth in a way, which is possibly a good idea. We could theme our creature on a human, I suppose. Although I can't even really remember what I did for my Herbivore one. I think I might have made a humanoid type thing. But perhaps we should make an actual human? Maybe post in the comments. Because this episode I'm planning on trying to get most of this cell stage done. Obviously, we're not going to get all of the way through. You might do. Who knows? I tend to play this game fairly quickly anyway. Throughout Spore, the choices you make will impact your future. As a cell, your mission is to eat, grow and evolve. Growth is measured in your progress bar below. So obviously we know all of this before, and if you're an avid viewer of my Spore series, I might just skip through some of this, but maybe I won't, just for new people. As you eat, you'll earn DNA points, you'll spend these on new parts to evolve your cell, blah 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 blah. There we go. What's wrong with me? Okay, I do warn you that I'm feeling very weird today, so please excuse any weird commentary that I'm going to be doing on this. Hopefully I'm not going to ramble too much. It's been a very difficult week. It's been very busy in terms of work as well, so this is a bit of a release for myself. Get out of the way, you 5-eyed creature! You beast! Okay, so here we go, we're going to progress now. I think if we can... No, we haven't actually unlocked the ability to call a mate yet, so we can't even really evolve our creature to... Oh dear God. Can't evolve our creature to have the Omnivore mouth parts, which is fine. Other cells and meteor bits are the key to finding new parts. Each part has unique abilities and can benefit your creature. When you see the new part appear, swim over to the token and collect it. Of course. So these are spikes, these are particularly useful, and perhaps the most useful and my favourite thing in the game at this stage. Very useful. Dear God. Okay, so here we go. We're going to go into the cell creator. Let's swim towards our floppy misses, our single-celled amoeba mate. Mate. Oh dear God. So here we go. This is sexy time in the cell world. And the first thing that we're going to do, we're going to ignore every other part on the cell. Yeah, we know all of this. And we're going to put the nom part on there as well. So we're going to have to put it like that. Okay, so we're now going to be an omnivore. We have the ability to eat both kinds of food, which is good. Okay, so I don't think actually splitting this into 2 adds any further speed onto our creature, so that's fine. One thing that we could do, though, to help us is take one of those off. In fact, that doesn't help whatsoever, so I might as well put it back on. I was wondering whether if I took that off it would unlock enough points for me to add some spikes, but they're actually worth 10 and not 6, which is fine. And we're going to name the species. Okay. Last Parky 5. What the fuck? Just don't even ask. At this point in time, I've played so much Spore that I have run out of all form of imagination for names. Okay, so we're going to possibly put something like this. Oh, you can make him look like a bit of a squid. That's pretty cool. I like that. Last Parky 5. I don't know what the 5 is about. I mean, dear God. Please suggest names for this creature in the comment below. Okay, so what we're going to have a look at is this, because we need to track how many of each we've eaten. So we need to eat... okay, we need to eat another 11 pieces of meat to balance this out. This is what is tricky about the Omnivore playthrough. So we now have 2, so we need another 10. So I'm going to ignore all of this other food until we find some meat. Some meaty deliciousness. And this guy's obviously going to not leave us alone this whole time. So I suppose the best that we can do is just try and eat as much of this as we can. Okay, 4. Oh, he's got bored. That's good. It's possibly because of that booster there, which is terrifying. But there we are. Okay, we're actually going to try and kill this guy. No? Okay, he's going after someone else. But there are a few over here. Goldies that we can eat. Get some nutrition from. In fact, we can just kill this guy. That'd be fine. Okay, so what we've got to be careful of is actually accidentally eating. I know it sounds weird, but accidentally eating some of that greenery over there, the shrubbery, because we're trying to balance this out as best as we can. Obviously, oh god, don't eat it. Obviously, we can sort of afford to go a bit either way. As you can see, I can eat 12 and then 8, and it's still within the Omnivore thing. But it's best to try and just, you know, get it 50-50 if you can. But just for the sake of what I'm doing right now, I'm just going to kill a few things. Oh, damn it, there are 2 pieces of meat there that we could have eaten. Oh well. One thing that I do like about Spore, which always brings me back, is that it's a different playthrough each time. Especially if you're doing it like I am, where you're playing all the different types of creature, so Omnivore, Herbivore, and what's the other one? Carnivore. It all changes, you get different traits, and it is very different, which is very cool, because it does give the game great replayability. And also, apparently my ability to speak English throughout the series has not improved whatsoever, so don't expect any of that. Okay, so what we've got to be careful of here is that because we're eating a load of this greenery, let's just have a look, shall we? Okay, we're still in the Omnivore, so we're okay. But we've got to be careful. What I'm thinking is that we might just ignore this now and try and get some meat in our system. We could try and kill this guy as he's feasting on this greenery. There you go, he's stuck, so that's perfect. Okay, I think this guy wants a bit of us, but we're going to eat him fully. Eat him whole. Where's that from? I swear to God that's a film quote. No, maybe not. I've just made that up. Just ignore me. Oh, hello. Okay, let's see if we can eat this guy. And no, we can't. We're going to eat this meat. We're going to steal it from him. Scavenge the parts. Okay, so let's have a look. We're doing okay. We're almost dead in the centre. So there we are. So we've got 17 to 18, which is fine. That's pretty much what we want. Right. Now, our mate, it's time for more sexy time. Improve our creature a little bit. I think I'm going to add some spikes to this guy just to give some better protection. And also we could use it as an offensive weapon as well, which is always very useful. Right. Fast turns might be useful. We could add another speed on. How much have we got? We've got 16, so we can't actually afford both of these. I'm thinking we're going to go with some spikes. And I'm going to put them here. I suppose we could change how our creature looks a little bit. It might be interesting. I mean, it doesn't really matter at this point in time, though. We go for a bit of a streamlined type build. Again, it doesn't really matter. This is all going to change very soon. I suppose what we could do, if we get rid of that eye, it's going to give us 5. It's not going to give us enough of that, so we're going to ignore this. And for the sake of it, we might as well change the paint style. Let's give him some nice stripes and make him red. Yeah, let's make him greeny, sort of lime-coloured. Yeah, that's nice. There we go. I just like looking at different things on the timeline instead of the same thing over and over again. So what we can do now is we can actually afford to eat some more of this greenery up here. Might as well take as much of this as we can. It's easy and quick progress in this stage. Okay, so now we're going to go after these guys because they're too slow to evade us. I have to be careful of these massive ones, though. Ow, and the ones with the spikes. Okay, so eat this little guy here. Now we need to try and find some which are slightly less protected than this Stabella. Stabella. There we go. Mind you, he has got a weak spot, so you could argue it's not too bad to get into. Although they are a bit fast, they have got a lot of tails, which is kind of annoying. But what's this one called? Stabber and the Stabella. Right. That's a very creative name. Obviously they were made by the same people. Ow. Right, let's try and get some of this green here. Can we eat this guy as well? Yes, we can. This would be good to balance out our diet. I don't know which stage it was at which I decided in my very first series of Spore, ages and ages ago. That must have been almost a year ago now. I don't know what stage it was at where I decided that I was just not going to play an Omnivore and I was just going to go for a Herbivore Let's Play. Possibly because it was just easier than what I was doing before. Ow. But who knows? Okay, this guy is far too dangerous, so I'm going to ignore him. But yeah, I think it might have actually been in the cell stage where... Oh, there's a thing down here. Oh god, this is... Ah. Well, you've got to expect it at some point. Okay, so we've been reborn. Unfortunately, we didn't get that meteor bit, which is a pain. But it doesn't really matter too much. There's going to be a few others scattered around. And to be honest, in the terms of Spore, in the terms of this vast world that it lays before us, missing one meteor bit isn't particularly a big deal. Not a big deal at all. So some of you might be asking, some of the more avid Spore viewers, what am I going to do, Parky, after I have finished this series? Especially if I'm only going to the space stage and perhaps doing a little bit of that, but it depends what you guys want to see. Well, I'm thinking perhaps that I am going to be doing some different things on my channel. Of course, if people are still like really demanding Spore, dear god Jawhead, run away. Oh dear god Ducky, run away also. Swim. Okay, there we go, we're safe. Yeah, but I'm thinking perhaps I might do some like Spore creations videos. Oh, we can actually take this guy on now. In which I create some creatures and perhaps some other things of note. I don't know. What would we make? Actually, we might as well attack this guy because his defenses are down, but then we're going to get eaten by this guy. God damn it, can I have that meat? Me likey meat. Last Parky 5. Last Parky, for God's sake. Ow. I think I'm dead here. I think I'm dead, considering I'm swimming in this guy's jaws. Mind you, our defences are killing the guy, so I mean you could argue that we're okay. Yeah, there we go, we just killed him. But then we got hit by one of his spikes as he rolled over. Oh, this is not going well. Okay, I'm going to check in a minute to see how we're doing on the old Omnivore levelling. Let's have a look. Okay, we're actually dead in the centre, which is perfect. That's exactly what we want. We're not exactly dead in the centre, but to the point where it doesn't even really matter. We might as well eat this guy as well. Rebalance the scales a little bit. And then we can eat this plant here as well. Okay, now, I don't know... Ah, we might as well actually go into Cell Creator. Oh, no, there's a part over here. We're going to go for this first, and perhaps pick up that meat. This is poison. Ow. But we're not bothered by that. Again, as I say, I mean, we're almost out of the cell stage right now, so we could probably get away with not even taking any other parts, but I'm just going to do it for the sake of why the hell not. So we don't need to see their little dancing sexy time. But what we are going to do is we're going to put another flagella on the back, and we're going to make it really big beefy one. The middle one should always be beefy. We're going to put a spike, like that, because I tend to find that, obviously, the mouth actually acts as a spike itself. Then if you've got the ones at the back like that, they can't really get to you, and then obviously if you have a bit of a gap here it doesn't matter, because they're just going to hit this one instead. And in fact we could just make these massive, which means that there's even less chance that something is going to be able to hit us. And there's a tip for the cell stage right there that I've picked up over many playings. But obviously it doesn't really matter. Cell stage is pretty easy anyway, so there we go. We're going to change the look of our creature again. Right. So we're obviously going to finish this episode. We're actually dead in the middle, minus one bit of meat. But we've actually changed how we look quite a bit, and I like that. I'm thinking that we're going to do that quite a bit, just to emphasise change in this game. Oh my god, did that guy just fly across the screen? That was a bit weird. Hello. Oh, we're having a little kiss. Hello, last Parky 5. Oh! Oh god. Well, there you go. That just proves my point. There's just meat everywhere now. You might as well eat this up. Can we eat it up, please? Ow. Okay, this guy's obviously a bit tough for our liking. So what we're going to do is we're going to go over here, get this plant material. This guy wants us. He's completely ignoring the fact that there was some... Oh, come on. There must be a break in his defences somewhere. There we go. Maybe if we do a little spin... Oh no, we died. Oh my god. Well, this never goes too well, does it, in the self stage? But it doesn't really matter. Because if you look over here, there's actually there's some plant life. Which is just what we need to get to the next stage. This guy's getting on my nerves, though, stealing my possible meal. There we are. So this episode is actually just going to be... Oh god. This episode is just going to be basically me getting through the cell stage, and then next time we're going to move into the more important stuff, or the more interesting stuff, should we say. Actually, there was a part down there I wouldn't mind having, but this guy's pushing me away from it like an absolute idiot. So unfortunately we're not going to be able to get that. Hopefully this guy's actually going to die in a second. And there's another one I'm being pushed away from, for God's sake. This is sometimes what happens, but there we are. In a way, I mean, you could argue that that might be a sort of high-level elite kind of... I don't know. Could you say it was like a... What am I trying to say here? A tactic for cell stage, just to keep dying when you've run out of food in your current area? I suppose you could say that, because it spawns you in new areas where there's more food again. So let's just check this, make sure we are still on track. 17... We're basically in the middle, so we're doing well. We're doing well indeed. So we might as well eat this, and it's just going to take a couple more points, and we'll be sorted. That guy just suck on that guy's dead corpse. Ah, here we go. We're evolving a small brain. Didn't take long. Congratulations, you're on the path to sentience. Wonderful. When it comes to the swimming in sludge, you rule the poor. When you're ready to stretch your legs in the big wide open, click the advance button. Okay, we're going to leave that for next episode. I apologise for it being a bit of a short one, but obviously I don't want to do more than the self stage in the first episode. It's a good way to set up the new series, and I hope you guys have enjoyed it. In fact, the best way of supporting me, if you have enjoyed it, is to leave a comment below, and particularly leave a like. Leaving a like does definitely help my channel out, so please support me in that way. And subscribe if you haven't done so already, obviously. Thank you for watching. Goodbye. Awkward goodbye. God, this guy's just gluttonous. He's just eating everything now for no reason. Goodbye.